You a rushy ass nigga, man. You so rushy for, bro? Damn. Yeah, hell yeah. I gotta take it out on your ass now, boy. Nah, I'm gonna fuck you up good this time. Just let you know. You too fucking rushy for me. Got to fuck you up good. Hold on, nigga. Let me get that motherfucking broadcast up here. Yeah, we can go. Let's motherfucking do it, man.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Date back in 1957 at the top of the City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season is in high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Rodgers going to come out forward. Across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gain and a first down. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the man from Utah, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Packers at 9-1 on the year. Well, they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row. And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Driving the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play. That was first down carried by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down on the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants. I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total. It made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to step the pocket and run. He's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn a sack. We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Here's Rodgers to throw.
Damn.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Oh, he's flagged.
Oh.
Offside. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on
Rest his head.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Over here. Right now. You got 58. Inside. Excellent.
From the 39, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott off play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's 17-7.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on first.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To the air again, Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Caught on a slant. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a back.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room.
He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A first down throw for Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get it. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This a 27-yard attempt here. Rohrwasser's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first three quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On play action, Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a give here to Pollard, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott, able to hit his target, Lamb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Shit, man, I can't do shit, bro. I'm rested as a motherfucker. Damn, boy, I ain't know that shit affect you so much. It's all good, though. Rusty, bro, I ain't played this shit. Nah, I ain't played it. I tried to get on her. My wife, she went here and that shit. Damn. Yeah, I look like horse shit. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I look terrible. I gotta get back in the lab. Fuck. Damn, that's a bad game, man. I can never play a game that bad.
To this point, they have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. From the 29, Rodgers lead it out left to Dobbs. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up score with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The run for Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that up. Lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards.